Hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy VIII. I just pressed the wrong button. We are going to continue on with side questing. Now, here's how it's going to lay out. I'm going to lay it out for you in case you don't like side questing and for some reason don't want to watch the next two episodes or something. Because that's what the next two episodes are going to consist of, are side questing. But only the next two episodes. After that, we're going to be done, we're going to move on, and we're going to get on with our lives. Now, I want to find a little place called Delling City. There it is. So Delling City right there, that's where we're heading next. So how it's going to work is this episode, we're going to do two side quests. One's really small that requires going to Delling City and FH. That's the one we're doing now. And then, of course, there is the next episode. Oh, we're also going to do a rather long side quest to end off this episode. Which, can I cut through here? I think so. Which takes quite a long time, but it's an interesting one. But it's pretty difficult, and it's, alright. Now the next episode, I have designated the next episode the boring episode. Basically we're going to do two side quests, and they are really fucking boring. But, on the plus side, they do yield some pretty good items, and the best thing about them, I guess, is, whoa, that is the village of Windhill, by the way, in case you didn't know. That's where Laguna was in the Laguna Dream, Windhill, which, coincidentally, is right across the ocean here from the D District Prison. So that's the same dream when Ward was in the D District Prison, when Laguna was in Windhill, so there you go. Anyway, the next episode, yeah, we're going to do two side quests that are really boring and kind of long, but the thing that's good about them is they do yield quite a bit of backstory. So if you're into that kind of thing, then the next episode might be for you. Otherwise, it might not. So anyway, we're going to Delling City. Now, the only reason we're going here is because we want to talk to General Caraway. Remember his asshole-ish self? He's Rinoa's dad. And he got Rinoa freed from D District Prison, but didn't do a thing to help us. So we're not really friends anymore, and we're not probably very welcome here in Galbadi's capital, Delling City, seeing as how we're pretty much at war with each other. And okay, oh yeah, this is perfect. Alright, this took us right here. Alright, so no more guard here, we can just walk right into Caraway's mansion. Now, the reward for this side quest is just, in the end, you come out with one card. So it's just for a triple triad card, but it's one of the best ones. So we can save here in case anything goes wrong in the card games. So I'm going to save on slot 2. And we can walk right into Caraway's house. The general of the Galbadian army just leaves his house open. Anyway, he's sitting here, so we could talk to him just to see what he says normally. Please take care of Rinoa. Okay, let's ask him about a few things. Let's learn something while we're here. Galbadia is completely at the mercy of the sorceress. This country is now merely a tool for her. Fearing the sorceress, the rest of the world will unite against Galbadia. I fear it will be the sorceress war all over again. Our enemy, Esthar, was also ruled by a sorceress. The same thing is happening with Galbadia. How foolish of you, Delling. Damn. So I guess he doesn't really agree with what's going on here. Alright, what about Esthar, Galbadia's enemy? What's up with those guys? That's the technological city, right? The powerful nation to the east, Esthar, is our worst threat. It's the country that took over the world with sorceress Adele. Ever since the end of the war, Esthar has kept silent. No one knows what became of sorceress Adele. Esthar itself remains hidden and isolated. We were afraid of Esthar. We occupied other countries to build up a force. Things have been going awry ever since. Damn. So Esthar, that place sounds like pretty interesting. Let's ask him about cards. I have my daughter's card, but I don't use it in my hand very often. However, I will think about it if you give me your Ifrit card. Of course, you will need to beat me to get my daughter's card. Alright, so that basically explains the whole side quest right here. Basically, we're doing this to get Rinoa's card, which is obviously a very rare level 10 player card, and it's a pretty good one. We could check right here in the back of the book to see just how good it is. It's probably like the third or fourth best card. Where are you? Card index. Damn. It's before the side quests, so it should be... Oh, I'm going the wrong way. Okay, here we go. Rinoa, she's the 4th to best card, actually. Cypher we have is the 2nd to best level 10 player card. So this quest is definitely worth it. But as you heard the asshole say, he only will use his daughter Rinoa's card if we give him our Ifrit card. But it doesn't really work like that. We can't just give him our Ifrit card. We have to lose it to him. Now, how do you lose a card? I know this sounds like it sucks and you may not want to do it, but we kind of have to. We will get a chance to get our Ifrit card back, so don't worry about it. So how you make sure you lose your Ifrit card is you use the Ifrit card and make sure it is absolutely the best card in your hand, otherwise he will take a different card if it's better. So we can just use a bunch of shit cards that we have a bunch of. We'll use Gizzard, Thrustavis, Oku, Armadodo. There we go. Alright, so now we purposefully lose to him, and as you can see, this guy sucks. So we have just got to try hard to lose. You know, I'll try my best. So basically, just don't take anything, leave your weak points exposed. That's really all I can say. It's getting difficult to put cards down that can't beat this guy. There we go, and he should win 6-4. There you go. Alright, and now he should take Ifrit card. Boom, and we lost the Ifrit card. So that's step 1. Let's see what he has to say about that. I will accept it gratefully. Alright, so now we talk to him again. And I think if we ask him about cards, he might say something different. I lost the Ifrit card you gave me the other day. The other day? That was like 5 seconds ago, dude. To whom, you ask? The former Galbadia Guardmaster Martine. We've both been persecuted by Idea. What the hell? Well, anyway, that's irrelevant right now. Basically, now that we've lost the Ifrit card to him, it triggers that he can actually use the Rinoa card in his deck. So now we just want to play him at full strength and use all our good cards. And we no longer have Minotaur cards, so Sacred will be our 5th card now, taking the 5th slot. And there you go, he used Rinoa the first turn. That's pretty interesting. Also, we now, since we modded the Quistis card, that card's out. So Odin will be taking a place as one of our good cards, and he's a very good GF card. He's a level 9, I believe. So he's also got an ace, and he's pretty decently rounded. Alright, so the Rinoa card, as you see, being the 4th best card there, it is one of the few cards that have double aces. The only drawback to that is it has a 4 and a 2 on the other sides, and the aces are on opposite sides, which means you can never have both of them showing, making it an unbeatable card in any spot. So the Cypher card is still all around better than the Rinoa card, but it does have double aces, so it's pretty versatile in certain situations. Alright, so Diablos is pretty perfect here. Now, people that have weak decks are generally still harder to beat than people who have all-around strong decks, because with such weak cards, they leave their cards open to be taken back very easily. For example, watch, I'll take this crap Fast Titaclon card, but since it's so weak on the bottom because it's such a weak card, he can easily just take it back. But he didn't, so I'm going to take advantage of that and block it, and we're going to win 8-2. And there we go, now we get the Rinoa card. Yay, we got Rinoa. Well, what do you have to say about that? Let's see if he still says the same thing about losing the Ifrit card. Yes. Okay, so basically, normally what you'd be able to do if you lose, how losing cards works in Triple Triad is if you lose a card to somebody, you will be able to duel them, and they will have your card. It will flag it that it's still in their inventory. Whoever, it's realistic in that sense that if you lose a card to somebody, they will have that card that you lost to them, and you can get it back. If it's a high-level card. If it's just a random certain level 1 or 2 card, I'm pretty sure they don't keep it. It doesn't work like that. But if it's, you know, a good card like a level 6 boss card or up, cards that aren't just level blank monster cards, then they can have it. So normally how it would work is if you lost an Ifrit card to anybody else, you just have to battle them until they used it and get it back. But, so that's how it would work with Caraway there, but he said he lost it to Martine. So now, to finish this part of the side quest and get our Ifrit card back, we have to go find Martine, which we know where he is, because we spent a whole hour bonus episode getting all the level 7 boss cards off that guy, so we know where he's at, and he is at Fisherman's Horizon. So that is our next destination. Of course, if you don't really care about your Ifrit card, you can just lose it, get the Rinoa card, and call it a day, but we do care about our Ifrit card. We worked hard for that. Did we really, though? By the way, this is the missile base. Yeah, so it did get blown the fuck up. And they traveled all the way to BGH2, or They traveled all the way to FH in BGH251F2, Irvine, Rinoa, and Quistis, I believe? No, and Selfie. So yeah, they traveled from where we are on the map right now all the way to Fisherman's Horizon, so I'm going to show you guys how they must have done that. They had to take land, so I'm going to show you that it is possible to get from there to there in land form. So all they did is they took the road all the way over here. Let me get the map up just so I know where I'm going. And I think they take this train track here and go across the bridge. Now, if the garden is the garden going to be able to make it across? Yes, it floats right over. Beautiful. Alright, so then they come over here to Timber. Yes, yes, yes. That's Timber, by the way. Timber does have a random little side quest we can do, but I'm not going to do it. Okay, and then this bridge, this blocked off thing, I'm assuming it's not really blocked off when they come here, and basically then they just travel all the way across the bridge to FH. So yeah, it's not really a long trip, but they got it there. And I'm assuming Galbadia just assumed it was still being piloted by their men, so they took it with them, and that's why the guy's like, bring up the ironclad. And then we just got lucky that it happened to be our dudes. So there you go. This is going to be a rather long episode. I thought this side quest wouldn't take as long. And he used the Rinoa card on the first try, so I don't know. Because yeah, the second side quest I want to do in this episode is severely long. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm not going to make you guys watch me travel to the mayor's house, so I'll meet you guys when I get to Martine. Okay guys, we made it down here to Martine, so he's going to ask to mix rules with Galbadia. Now Galbadia has the same rules, so we don't want to do that. So the way you trigger not mixing rules is you keep talking to him with the square button to activate a card, duel, and then every time he has that text box preceding it, you just keep saying no, and it's random how long it is until he'll stop asking to mix rules, but eventually if you just keep saying no, he will not want to anymore. So this is going to be important for a side quest we're going to do later on Disc 3, so keep this in mind. Mixing rules is actually an important thing. Alright, no. Come on, Martine. Anyway, if you don't have the Ifrit card for this side quest, if you haven't gotten it yet, remember, you get it from, I think you just get it from beating Ifrit in the beginning of the game. So as long as you didn't lose it, you should have it no matter what. Okay, he's really adamant about wanting to mix rules here. Come on, dickhead. It's just funny how we talked to General Caraway like 1 second after losing the card, and obviously this guy hasn't moved an inch since we saw him, so how he lost the card to this guy. Okay, there we go, so he stopped asking to mix rules. This is good. So now he's going to want to fight, and it's just a matter of time waiting till he uses the Ifrit card. I have a feeling we're not going to be as lucky as we were with Caraway, using it the first try, but we'll see. Alright, so now we have the Rinoa card, so that's going to be in our hand. It's pretty much going to take the place of the Quistis card. Oh yeah, there he goes. He did use it the first try. What do you know? There are 2 fire spots in here too, so he can actually use this against us, and he's got quite a good hand. Yeah, he puts it there for +1. That's still pretty stupid because you're using Ifrit's weakest spots. He obviously doesn't know how to use this card well, so we are going to relinquish it from him and use it ourselves. Now the Ifrit card, I believe, is more... Actually, I don't think it is more powerful than the Diablos card. So I think our hand, our most powerful hand, is still going to stay the same after we get our Ifrit card back. But it'll just be nice to have it. Okay, so I'm going to go with Zell here. He'll be at -1, which is still good enough to take a Propagator. He's going to take Propagator back. And all my guys have really weak bottoms right now. 4. Damn, it's going to be a minus. This is a tough situation here. Okay, it looks like... Fuck. Stupid Caterpillar with his 4 top. Okay, so if I take his Torama, he would have to use Caterpillar to take me. Then I can use Rinoa's double aces and he won't be able to take that back. But if I put this there and he decides to take... No, he can't take Torama. Okay, yeah, we'll win no matter what happens now. Okay, he's an idiot. Now all I have to do is block Odin, or I could have put it under Torama. Either way, we win. And we get our Ifrit card back. And that is the end of this side quest, folks. We now got our Ifrit card back, and we got the Rinoa card, so booyah. Now, Rinoa card, I think it refines into something pretty good if you want to refine it. 3 magic armlets. Yeah, that's very useful. I think it's useful for refining as well, but we're not going to worry about that. So anyway, we're going to start our next side quest, which is... It's in a remote location. I'll have to explain it to you when I get there, but yeah, I'm going to do that off screen. I'm going to do the traveling off screen. So I'm going to head back to the garden, and I'm going to head into the general vicinity. I'll show you guys where it is on the map when we get there. But yeah, so I'll see you guys there. Alright guys, we're back, and we are here on the northern continent, the Trabia continent. It is very snowy because it's the one of the northernmost continents, and as you can see, Trabia Garden is located on this continent, but that's not important right now. What is important is this northernmost island right here, and this actually is called Winter Island. It's pretty cool, and that's where Shumi Village is located, and we learned that Norg is one of the Shumi tribes, so that's what those guys are. But that's a side quest that we're going to tackle in the next episode. Anyway, but that's where we want to head, to Shumi Village. Not Shumi Village, to Winter Island, because there are some things on Winter Island that are going to set the next side quest in motion. So we got to just sail around this area and find a way to get on. Just look for a beach. You can't just climb up the side of these mountains. The garden's not that versatile. You need to be able to float onto a beach. That's the reason why we can't do all the side quests right now, because the garden, although it is pretty awesome, it's limited on ways it can get around, and the final mode of transportation we get later on Disc 3 allows us to get anywhere at any time. Whereas right now, there are certain places we can't get to on continents because they're surrounded by mountains or something like that, or there's certain continents that we just don't have any beaches that you can float onto with the garden. So that's pretty whack. So, let's see, there should be one around here. Ah, Winter Island. I know you can get on this place, it's just a matter of where the beach is, I forgot. Clipping through the mountain, we're clipping through the mountain. Ah, there it is. No, is that? Yeah, haha! I found you! No, actually, this is... That's not Winter Island. This is Winter Island, okay, there we go, it's right behind me. I think this is the only beach on this island, so we get lucky that they put one here. Anyway, so now we're going to try to locate Shumi Village, which, as we know, is right next to us. This is Shumi Village, yay! But that's not where we're going. What's important is this little dome-shaped forest right here. This is what we're looking for. And this is going to start a side quest. Now, these forests that are dome-shaped like this, you may, if you're at this point in the game and you've done a little traveling with the garden to certain continents, you'll notice that there are some of these, like, around pretty much everywhere. There's 7 of these in total, so you might have stumbled across one. Now, these forests that are dome-shaped, they are special. They are called Chocobo Forests. Yay! Chocobos are back! Woo! I love Chocobos. Anyway, so this is the Chocobo Forest side quest. Now, this one, you can go to any Chocobo Forest first to initiate the side quest, but I like to go to this one because they have certain difficulty rankings, and this one is the easiest. So let's head inside the first Chocobo Forest here and see what's going on in this place. See what it looks like, right? Oh, okay, there's a kid in here. I don't see any Chocobos. Hey, what's up, kid? Oh, it's Chocoboy. You're in Chocobo's Forest Beginner. You'll scare away the Chocobo if you all come in. Zell, Quistis, you're going to need to wait outside. Yeah, so it's like that in all forests. Only one person can come in. Chocobos don't like crowds, I guess. So let's talk to Chocoboy here, see what's up with this place. What's up, Chocoboy? So, you want to catch a Chocobo? Yeah, I do. You need a whistle to catch one. It's called a Choco Whisk. You want one? Are you going to charge me for it? Nah, I won't charge you. Here, there's 2 types, okay? But it's going to cost you 1,000 gil for my lecture on how to use them. Okay, so yeah, you are going to charge us. That's alright. I guess this kid's just trying to, you know, make some money. That's fine. 1,000 gil, nothing. Thanks. Allow me to explain. The 2 whistles are for location, which is the Choco Sonar, and for action, which is the Choco Zynar. If you sound the Choco Zynar somewhere in the forest, Chocobos will fall from out of nowhere. You can tell where they are by the Choco Sonar sound. Select the whistle with square and hold triangle while walking and sounding. I don't want any small ones. I need to be able to ride it. Yes, so Chocobos that he was talking about are baby Chocobos. They're Chick and Chocobo combined. It's Chocobo. It's a baby Chocobo. So we can't ride those because they're babies. We need a Chocobo. Hold your Chocobos. When there's only one Chocobo left, the mother Chocobo gets worried and starts looking for it. So that's when you catch it. Exactly. Booyah. They're quite well behaved. Let me review everything with you. First, square to select the sonar, and triangle to sound it. A different sound tells you where Chocobos are. Then, square to select the Zynar, and triangle for them to fall. When you talk to the lone Chocobo, boom, the mother appears. By the way, the sonar sound when they're not around is... Let's listen for it. And the sonar sound when they are around is... There you go. Got it? I hope so. Alright, so, hey, you look concerned. That's where I come in. Press square and select help me for a bargain price. I'll catch one for you. Yeah, so we don't want to do that because, well, I'll tell you why after. Oh, and one thing. If you sound the Zynar where there are no Chocobos around, your whistle will be stolen. After that, you'll have to pay for it. Well, good luck to you. Alright, so this may all be a little overwhelming at first, but it's really not that bad. So these Chocobo Forests, first things first, they're not that big. It's just these little tiny areas that you can walk in, which makes it a lot easier. So basically, like he said, you're just going to use the sonar. You're just going to run around, make sure you're on the sonar, press triangle, and you hear the sound, and wait till the sonar is at the top. That means there's a Chocobo near you. And then you turn to the Zynar, you press it, and the Chocobo will come down, like 1 or 2 or 3. And basically, it's just a puzzle. We got to try to activate certain spots, which will cause Chocobos to come up and fall down until there's only one left. And when that happens, we've completed it, and we can catch a Chocobo, and we completed the puzzle. Now, if you just want a Chocobo, like I said, you could pay him to help you, and he'll catch one for you. But that doesn't work, because solving the puzzles yields items in here, which is what we're doing this for. We're in it for the items. So, here's what we're going to do. This is the beginner's forest. So, we're going to do this in a certain order, and I know how to do this. So, the first place you want to step is right here by this, you see this little like branch that's covered in snow? Right by the top of it. So, we want to Choco Sonar. Well, let's use it here. And as you can see, it went to the top, so that means we're in a good spot. So, we want to use Choco Zynar now. And that's going to cause a Chocobo to come down. 3 Chocobos to come down. Now, we need to get this down to 1. So here's what we're doing. Once this happens, you're still going to continue using the Choco Whisk. So now we're going to head over here. Let me check on the map exactly where it is after this little... It's like right here, I think. So we're going to go back to Choco Sonar. Okay, that's a good spot. You see the sonar went up a lot. So we go back to Zynar and we use it. And that's going to cause all 3 Chocobos to go back up. Okay, I hope that's right. Alright, and then next we want to go... Okay, it's right to this shadow, right about here. So let's use the sonar. Nope. I guess that's not it. Right here. There we go. Is that the spot? Yeah, this is the spot. Okay. So now we use the Zonar, or the Zynar, and that's going to cause just 1 Chocobo to come down. Alright, so now I believe we go talk to the Chocobo, and that's going to cause the mother Chocobo to come out. Yay, we did it! So now, what we want to do is, I believe, I don't know if we talked to it yet. Okay, so now I think to get the mother Chocobo to find the hidden item for us. Now, each forest has a hidden item. I think we have to guide it to it. So if we go over here and we use the sonar. Damn, it's hard to tell where it is on this map. Okay, maybe if I just use the Zynar here. Okay, maybe we actually have to talk to the mother Chocobo. Let's talk to Chocoboy, actually. Congrats on your catch. Oh, is that all you're gonna say? Huh? You still haven't found... Oh, nothing. What are you talking about? Huh. Do I have my Zynar on? Wait, did I hit the button to do it? Oh, okay, we did it. Cool. Alright, so that's not what I wanted to do, but alright. Hey, hold on a sec. Hold your Chocobos. To celebrate your first catch, I want to give you a Chocobo as a present. A what? I'm not interested in this Come on, name it. Oh, he's going to give us a little Chocobo. Alright, so we're going to name him Boko. This isn't a GF, trust me. And in sight, the best song in this game and the best Chocobo theme of any Final Fantasy game. So this is an explanation on an extra feature Final Fantasy VIII has that uses the Pocket Station. So that's what Boko the Chocobo is for. But we don't have a Pocket Station, and nobody really does. So, yeah, and Chocobo World is just something you can do to mess around. It's just a separate thing. But we don't have that, so. Anyway, now we get the best theme in the game, the Chocobo theme. It's called Mods de Chocobo, I think. And we get to actually ride a Chocobo, the mother Chocobo that we caught. So, is it going to do it? Here we go! So now we've got a Chocobo. Run the directional button, run with the left stick, change POV. Yay! So now we got a Chocobo, and of course our little baby Chocobos following us. So this is how you get Chocobos in the game, and you use them to run around. Once you dismount them, they run away. So that's all you got. And that's the best theme in the game, but I'm going to get off. How do I get off? There we go. And that he ran away into the forest. But we want to go back now, because once the puzzle is solved, then it's solved. And I think the Chocobo should be there now, just for good. And you can always come in and talk to it to get another Chocobo. I think. Back for more, eh? Thanks for the business. And they have to wait outside, of course. No. Okay, so now what do I do? I think, Choco Whis. Alright, and Choco Zonar. Choco Zyner. Is he gonna steal it? Alright, so if you want to do this one fast, you can just talk to the, go to this spot and talk to the Chocobo to get it. And you'll get the, mother Chocobo right away. Alright guys, there we go. That's what I was trying to do. Okay, the book was totally wrong about the location of the item. So basically, once you get the Chocobo to come out, you keep using the Choco Sonar, and once it goes like berserk in an area, you know there's something still there. So then you use the Zyner there, and the Chocobo will come pick it up, and it's the hidden item of the Chocobo Forest, and that is the Aura Stone. So you noticed when I came back in here, I had to do the puzzle again to get the mother Chocobo to show up. Now once you find the hidden item in the Chocobo Forest, the mother Chocobo will always be there, and you will never have to do the puzzle again, and you can come back in here, get a Chocobo, ride it anytime. So when Chocoboy said, oh, you still haven't found the... Oh, never mind. He was talking about the hidden item of the forest. You should say something different now. Hey, the Chocobo gave you a hidden item? That's the Chocobo's way of showing affection. The Chocobos in this forest see you as one of them. You won't need to find item. You won't need to find any more here. Alright, so with that, we have officially befriended the Chocobos in this forest. We got the hidden item. We've completed it, and now we can come here anytime for Chocobos. And we got a free Aura Stone out of it. So that's how Chocobo Forests work, and once you find the hidden item, you know you're done, and you're good. So that is the first Chocobo Forest, people. Now, like I said, there are 7 of these, so we have got our work cut out for us. So I am going to try to get them all in this episode, so we might have quite a bit of a long one on our hands here. So now I'm going to try to take you through the forest in order of difficulty. So the next one we want to go to is the easy Chocobo Forest. And that is called, each one's have a name, by the way. If you talk to Chocoboy and pay him 10 gil, he will tell you what the name of the forest is and stuff like that. So let's go to the basics Chocobo Forest. So it's at the Sorbald Snowfield on Trabia's west coast, south of Shumi Village. So it's pretty close, thankfully. Alright, so we want to head south of Shumi Village here. Let's bring up our map. I didn't mean to bring it up that much. Alright, so we need to go down here. And it should be on the coast right around here. So here's the coast. Are we in Slowbard Snowfield? I think we are. Alright, so now we just got to look for the dome-like forest. Should be around here somewhere. I think it's like in a corner somewhere. I think it's back here actually in this pit. No, it's not. That's just a wall. All right, continue. Oh, there it is. I saw it. All right, it's around the mountainside here. We're on the wrong side. We're on the wrong side of the mountains. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. You know what? Can I float across there, or am I gonna take it a long way around? Let's see if we can. There's a little gap here on the mountain. Maybe I can... Aha! Look at me go! Look at me go! I'm hugging the mountains. I'm cheating. No, I think you actually are supposed to be able to do this. There probably is a long way around as well. Alright, but here it is, the basics forest. So let's turn our stupid map off. And let's go inside. Chocobo Forest number 2. The basics forest. Spot 1. Alright. Hey, how's it going? Back for more, eh? Thanks for the business. Guys, I'll need some privacy. You want me to explain? Nope, we got it. Didn't think so. Well, good luck to you. Alright, so this one's going to probably be a little more complicated. They always are. But this one, the last forest only needed one whistle to catch them, or to get the Chocobos down to 1. This one has 5 spots now instead of 4 where the whistle can be blown to bring down or bring up Chocobos. But the solution here is pretty easy. We only need to do 2 whistle blows, and Chocoboy will tell you that if you buy a hint. So first of all, we need to go to spot 1. So this shadow of the tree right here, you just want to go a little north of it, right about here. Let's put our Choco Sonar on, and the thing will go nuts, so that tells us that's the right spot. Okay, good. Let's use the Zynar, and this should bring 3 Chocobos down. There we go. Now we need to narrow this down to 1, so if we now blow the whistle at spot number 2 or 3, it will narrow it down to 1 Chocobo. So spot 3 is right about here, a little bit south of this tree trunk, and spot number 2 is right on the other side of this stick here. So I'm going to use the Choco Sonar just to make sure I'm in the right spot. There we go, we are in the right spot. Alright, so let's use the Zynar here, and that should bring 2 of them up. Booyah! We did it. Hey, Chocobo. And this should bring the mother down. There she is. We did it! Alright, so now we just got to get the hidden item from the mother. Now the item is all the way in this far corner right here. Get as far in this corner as you can. Let's make sure. Yep, the bar goes nearly to the top, which means it is here. So we use the Zynar. And here she comes. Find me something, mama. Find me something. What do we got? And we get a Flare Stone. Alright, so we've officially caught this Chocobo, and we've completed this Chocobo Forest. Chocobo, you jelly? Hey, the Chocobo gave you a hidden item. Yeah, you don't actually have to talk to him anymore, but he's going to say the same thing. Alright, so we've officially caught a Chocobo here. We've completed this forest. So as you can see, this starts to go pretty quickly. But the rest of these forests start getting pretty difficult. It's not going to be able to be finished in 2 whistles anymore. So let's go. We've got to finish all these forests if we want the max reward, by the way. Plus, all these stones these things give us can be modified with certain abilities to turn them into their respective spells, like the Aura Stone can be turned into the Aura Spell, and the Flare Stone can be turned into the Flare Spell. And these are all pretty much the highest level spells in the game, so they're good rewards in of themselves. Alright, so next we want to go to the intermediate Chocobo Forest, which is north of Trabia Garden. So let's check our map for where Trabia Garden is. it is right here, so I think the forest is up in this top corner here. Now, this continent probably has a few ways that you can get onto it, a few beaches, but we're just going to try and stay on it to make it less challenging. Actually, you know what? It doesn't look like that's going to work because we're going the wrong way. Alright, let's try heading this way. Don't fall off. Some of this part is covered in snow, but some of it's not. It's pretty nice. Okay, and we might actually get a shot at... we might actually try to get to see Strawberry Garden here, but I want to avoid that if possible because it's kind of spoilers. Alright, so let's continue up north here. I think Strawberry Garden is directly to our left right now if we were to check. Let's see. Yeah, directly to our left. So the Chocobo Forest is up here, I think. North of here. So I think it's through this pass right here. We'll find out. Oh shit, no, don't fall, please. Thank you, thank you, thank you. See if we can spot it from here. It's not over there. Is it on the other side of this wall? Doesn't look like it, alright. Oh, trying to get on the other side of this here. Can I make it across here without falling? Yes, alright. Alright, so now we're on this big plateau of Platonus. Now, is the Chocobo Forest or the Chocobo Forest over here? Does not look like it. Alright. Oh, there it is, right there. Alright, cool. We're gonna have to make our way over there somehow. Alright, so let's do this trick jump right here again. Burger! Ugh! Bounces us off the mountain. It's pretty legit. Oh, Strawberry Garden's right there. Okay, and it's right here. Alright, so let's try to do this. This one's intermediate, so it's going to be a little bit more difficult. But we can do it. Let's go inside. This is our third Chocobo Forest out of 7. Okay, so this one is called the Roaming Forest. So it's pretty interesting. As you can see, it's already a lot bigger. How's it going? Back for more, eh? Thanks for the business. Alright, we tell them to wait, and they're already off screen, so it doesn't matter. Alright, so we already know how it works. Let's try this. Alright, so this one's different. It starts off immediately with Chocobos on the ground, which makes things a little difficult. So, this one is apparently really easy according to the book. Alright, so the first 2 Chocobos here, we want to get them back into the trees. Now, the way we do that is we use the Choco-Ziner at spot 1 or 2. Now, there's only 4 spots in the place here, but one's really tough because it's way back by the entrance. So anyway, spot 1 is right where this Chocobo is. Now I want to use my Choco Sonar. So we use it right where this Chocobo is, and as you can tell, that's a spot right there. So if we use the Zinar right here, this will put both of them back up in the tree, I think. Alright, so now it's like we're back at square one. We're back with nothing. Alright, so now we need to use the Zinar at spot 3, which was in between those 2 Chocobos almost exactly. So this little like colored spot right here, it's right to the left of it. But of course, if you're not, comfortable with these visual cues like I am, then you can just use the sonar, and it should tell you if you're in the right spot. Alright, so now we use the Zinar, and this should bring down 3 Chocobos, I think. Yes, the first 2 that we just brought back up, and the third one. Alright, so now we need to use it at spot 4 in order to continue, and spot 4 is right here by the entrance. There's this little dark line right here, it's right at the tip of it. So about right here, I think. Let's double check. There we go, yep. Alright, so we use the Zinar, and this will bring down the 4th baby Chocobo, which is all the Chocobos here, this guy right by the entrance. So now all you gotta do is you gotta go back to spot 1 or 2, and that should finish it off. So spot 1 is this Chocobo, spot 2 is this one. So do we still have, we have the sonar on right now. Let's just double check that we're in the right spot. We are. Alright, so let's use the Zinar. And that should send up 1, 2, and 3. But not number 4. Number 4 is still back here at the entrance. So let's talk to the little bugger. And this should bring the Mama Chocobo down. There she is. Alright, so now we just got to find the item here, which is in the top corner here. Right by this little snow pile. Let's double check. God, this music's so good. Alright. And yep, here she goes. We're going to get the item. Now, there are only one item in every single forest, as far as I know, so don't have to worry about that. And we get the shell stone and a holy stone. Wow. Yeah, there's only one spot, but sometimes you get multiple items, so that's really good. Let's just talk to Chocobo just to make sure to rub it in his face, because then he's like, huh? You have Chocobo hidden item? Oh my god. Alright, so we have now completed the roaming forest, forest number 3. Time to head to forest number 4. Now, the next forests are known as challenging, tricky, and expert Chocobo forests. And the last Chocobo forest is a little special. So I guess we'll go to challenging next. So this Chocobo forest is in the Rinoa Plains of the Centra continent. And it's east of a location that we have yet to discover way down here. So I believe it's over here on this little giant peninsula here. So that's where we're going to head. Now, the great thing you may not have noticed about the map yet is, first of all, I want in my garden. That would be wonderful. If you notice when you're on the map and you have your finger, it goes through the top and through the bottom. Now you're like, hey, does that work for me? If I drive through the top of the map, am I going to appear at the bottom? Well, yes, since the world is spherical, especially if you view it as a sphere like this, you'll notice that the bottom continent, the center continent, is going to start showing up on our map. So they do follow the, the world is a circle rule, the world is a sphere rule, and we can just scroll through the top and end up back at the bottom of the map. Because that's how it should work, right? So we just sail a little bit, and we should end up at the center continent. It is in the view site here. Oh, look, and there's a beach right there. So we can check if we're in the Rinoa Plains by just getting off at certain places. That place right there, that's a very special desert. Now, you're not going to be able to get over there just yet, because it is inaccessible. Alright, are we in the right place? I think we are. But we're going to want to get on at a different beach, because we can't really get on right here. Because there was a little gap in the mountains there. You can actually just get out of the garden and walk it. And if you have encountered none, that's not really dangerous. But I don't want my garden to be too far away from me, so we'll just find another beach here. It's not going to be too much of a problem. We're going to go around this peninsula here. And I don't think this is the peninsula that I was thinking about, so I actually don't think this is even the correct... Oh, there's a beach there. We're going to go there. I don't think that's the correct area I was thinking of. So I'm going to look for a certain landmark and just see if... Dude, I thought I saw a beach up here. What the heck? I guess I didn't. Dang. The one thing I hate about controlling the garden is you can't control the camera like you can when you're just using Squall on the main map. The camera is just going to always pan to behind you. You can't change it as you're moving. So that's a little annoying, but, really nothing to complain about that much. Alright. No gap there. Yeah, the Central Continent is probably my least favorite to sail around with Balam Garden because it's just so hard to find a place to get on. So little beaches. There's one. Hey, and what do you know? Look at that. There's the Chocobo Forest right in front of our faces. Beautiful. This is the landmark I was talking about, but we don't even know what that place is yet. And if you try to go in, it's not going to let you. So we won't even worry about it. Instead, we'll just go to the Chocobo Forest here. So this is the Rinoa Plains. So let's get off. Let's get off. Sometimes it won't let you get off if you're too near a location. Like, I'm inside of the forest right now, so obviously it's not going to let me get out. Here we go. Let's turn our map off, and let's go inside the challenging Chocobo Forest, also known as Forest of Fun. Hey, let's see if that's true, right? See if this place is fun. This place actually looks pretty cool. It's very foresty. All the rest of the ones we've seen have been all snowy. Man, how does Chocoboy get to all these forests so fast? So anyway, this one is kind of fun because it's all nice and foresty, new visual cues to look at, new places to roam around. But anyway, yeah, this place has 5 Zynar spots, and it is a little difficult. So, yeah, this puzzle is pretty bad. Now, normally, some puzzles there are only a single way to solve it, whereas other puzzles there are multiple ways to solve it. Now, there are about 3 or 4 ways you can solve this puzzle. So, I'm going to tell you how to do it. So, first you got to start with spot 1. You have to do this to bring out the Chocobos in the right order. Now, spot 1, it's right, like, over here by these blades of grass, like, right above this hill. But, We'll use the sonar to determine it. Okay, so I'm a little off. Okay, that says that's a spot, but I think that's spot 3. Shit, is that spot 3? Okay, yeah, this is spot 1. This is the correct spot 1. Alright, so yeah, the spot I was at before, that's spot 3. If I would have activated that, I probably would have gotten my whisk stolen. Alright, so this will bring down 3 Chocobos, it looks like. There we go. Alright, so now we need to use the Zynar at spot 2 or 4 to set the pins, it says. So if you buy a clue from Chocoboy, his clue is Choco Bowling with 4 bottles, 1 ball. So what that means is, basically, that's going to set up like a bowling situation here. So these first 3 guys are the part of the pins, but now we need to do spot 2 or 4 to activate the rest of the Chocobos that are going to be the pins. Alright, so spot 2 is like right here, directly to the right of Chocoboy. Spot 4 is a little further up right at the shade line. So let's try for either, since these spots are so close together, it's easy to, there we go, so that's 1. Alright, and we use the Zynar, and that is the rest of the pins. So now all the pins should be set up, I think. Now we have to use the Choco Zynar at spots 3 or 5, which will set the bowling ball Chocobo. So spots 3 and 5 are real far apart. Spot 5 is right up here on Chocoboy's Hill at the far left, and spot 3 is all the way over here, like at the shade line. This is the one where I was using the sonar at last time. So we'll do the one over here by Chocoboy, since it's far away from all the other spots, so we know it won't be the wrong one. There we go. Let's use the Zynar. And there we go, that's the bowling ball. So now we have all the Chocobos set. So now we need to end on spot 5. You always need to end on spot 5 in order to get it right. So spot 5 is the spot we're at. So all we have to do is use the Zynar again. And he's going to go into place. And huzzabugada! Boom! And he gets a strike, knocking out all the pins and leaving the ball Chocobo as the single one. Meaning we win. So that one is a little fun because it's kind of cool. It sets up the whole little bowling scene. And there are so many ways to win. And it's, you know, a nice lush forest. We haven't seen that before, so it's a really cool forest. Right now the item is in the far right corner here, right by the shade line. Let's try the Choco Sonar. There we go, yeah, it's right in the corner, just hold right against the wall. The thing that's cool about getting the item once you win the game is there's no consequence. You can just spam the Zynar everywhere, and eventually you'll get the item. You can't lose your whisk like you can in other areas. I don't know if I mentioned this yet, but if you lose your Choco Whisk by like activating a wrong spot, getting it stolen, Chocoboy will sell you another one discounted at 700 gil instead of 1,000. Ooh, and we even get an Ultima Stone with that one. Now that's really good. That's the best spell in the game for junctioning and for using. So that is really amazing. Alright, so we finished this Chocobo Forest, the Forest of Fun. Hey, the Chocobo gave you a hidden item. Alright, so now we can officially go in these first 4 forests and get a Chocobo at any time. Okay, I thought my game like froze there because the music stopped so abruptly, but that was the exit to the forest. Okay. So there's that. Now it's time to go to probably the 2 most annoying and difficult forests in the game. If I can get in my garden. I guess I don't have Encounter None equipped, huh? Alright, let's run from these scrubs. Run! Come on, it's just a Geezard and a freaking Jelly. You guys can run from this. There we go. Alright. Okay, so I guess I'll eat. Alright, so the next forest we're going to head to is the Tricky Chocobo Forest, is the ranking, and it's called the Forest of Solitude. Now, just looking at that name alone, you can imagine this place is going to be a bitch to get to. So the Forest of Solitude is on the Nectar Peninsula along the east coast of Centris Continent, south A fisherman's horizon. Alright, so let's take a look on our detailed map here. So this is FH, and it's south of FH. And it is on the Nectar Peninsula along the east coast of the Center Continent. So I believe it is in this little corner right here on this thing. It's either on that little thing or on this little thing on the east coast. Nectar along the east coast of the Center Continent. Alright, so we're going to go check both of those. So that's where we're going to head. If I can get in my garden, that would be great. Alright, and we need to head this away. Gonna try to get onto this Center Continent. Oh look, there's a beach right there. How lovely. And after this, there's only one more Chocobo Forest left, but if you've been counting, the one after this will only be the 6th Chocobo Forest. But, like I said, the 7th Chocobo Forest, the final one, is special. You will know why after, I guess. So let's check this spot first, since this is... this looks like this might be where it's at, actually. Oh, no, it's not. I'm not even near the end yet. Okay, yeah, it's not it. It's got to be this spot up here. I think. Ooh, it's a jump. Can I make it? Okay, yeah, that's where it's gonna be. The area that it's surrounded by actually kind of looks like the island that Knights of the Round is found on in Final Fantasy VII. It's just surrounded, circular by rocks. So there's no way we're gonna be able to get to it with Guard. And as you can see, it's right over there on the other side of these mountains. So the only way to get to it is we're gonna have to walk. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna equip Encounter None real quick. Ability. Encounter None. There we go. You guys probably like this episode because we're not spending any time in the menu like we were the last episode. That was terrible. Alright, and here it is, the 5th Chocobo Forest, this Forest of Solitude. Also known as the Tricky Chocobo Forest, so this is going to be extra fun, isn't it? So let's see how this place looks. It's probably going to look all rocky and cliffy. Well, it is a forest, actually, so it's probably going to look foresty. Here it is. Alright, so we're back, and this place is called the Tricky Chocobo Forest for a reason. So it's real simple, almost annoyingly so. So basically there is only one spot. There's one Chocobo sonar spot, and if you pay for the hint from Chocobo, he'll say, search carefully for where the sonar reacts. So the reason this place is so hard is because the spot is so precise where the Choco sonar is. It's very, very small. It's much smaller than any other point in any other forest. Yeah, it's also tricky in another way, you'll see, but, so yeah, the spot is right behind Chocoboy, right about here at this dark spot, so it's going to be very difficult to detect, so let's try it. We're just going to have to move slightly over here until the Choco sonar goes nuts. Alright guys, I finally found it. I was actually having so much trouble that I had to look up a picture of the exact spot online on GameFAQs. But here it is, this spot right here. So if you get Chocoboy to turn around, it's a little easier to determine. You just stand right here, a little up past that shadow, and you'll notice the Choco sonar is going nuts. Alright, so yeah, that's a very difficult spot to find, and here it is. Here's the little Chocobo fucker right here. So talk to him, and booyah, here comes the mother. Now that tricky, evil forest really sucks. That's probably my least favorite one, but there it is. Anyway, the reason this place is still tricky is because good luck trying to find the item. It's just as tough to find the spot. You want to know why? Because you will never find it. So, actually, let's talk to Chocoboy real quick. What is he going to say? Congrats on your catch. Oh, he sounds a little more nervous than usual. What's this about? Well, he'll just keep saying that, but instead, let's try challenging to a card game. See what he's going to say. Let's play rule with FH's rule NARS, blah, blah, blah. Cards? Yeah, let's play. So the options are yes and no, but what's this? Forget it, just a move. Let's say that. Huh. Yes. Sorry, but just a little more. Oh, Squall said. Sorry, but just a little more. Ah. And he moves all the way over there. And the reason he was doing that, you will see if you use the sonar, is because the spot for the item was, of course, right under Chocoboy. He was standing on it. He was being a little asshole. And he knew he was, so you gotta ask him to move by trying to play cards with him. And that is the only way you'll get your reward. So Protect Stone, Meteor Stone, pretty good stuff. Alright, so now we've completed the Forest of Solitude. Really, really tricky forest, very annoying. Hard enough to find the spot, and then hard enough to find the item too. You may have no idea what to do, but your clue is that he's nervous when you talk to him there, so that is your clue. By the way, you can actually duel Chocobo. He doesn't have any good cards, though. Alright, anyway, so now we're going to head to the enclosed forest, is what it's called. And it is the Expert Chocobo Forest. So it's on the south side of the Tale Mountains in southern Esthar. Alright, so you guys really probably don't know where the Esthar continent is, but I will show you on the map. I just pressed O, didn't I? That's okay. That doesn't waste that much time because we can just talk to Nadia again. I think her name's Nadia. Nita. Okay, sorry. My bad, Nita. I'm just helping the stereotype that you're forgettable in this game. Alright, so time to do the final actual forest that is difficult here, that is actually has a puzzle. Alright. So let's actually do this, and I wanted to press select. So this whole continent here is the Esthar continent, where nothing else is really happening on the map. So it's in the south side of Tale Mountains in southern Esthar. So I'm assuming it's right over here. So let's head that way and see if I'm not right. So yeah, once all those bottom continents are center continent, even though the one right down there is the center continent, but this lake right here is what separates them. So once you get here, you are no longer on the center continent, and you can tell because it's kind of different. It's all sandy and gray instead of all dark and brown and poopy looking. So this is the Esthar continent. Now the Esthar continent for the most part is highly inaccessible, but there are certain parts that are accessible that you can't really, I mean there's not really anything to find on them, but oh look, we can get inside here. This is good. We can get inside this giant lake. That's probably where the beach is going to be. Oh hey, maybe we can't. Let me in. Okay, I guess we can't get inside there. No problem, we'll just continue scouring the coast. Because that's probably how we're going to get on it. But yeah, the areas that you can manage to find a way onto, not really going to be anything of use there. Oh, can we get into the giant lake from here? I doubt it. Okay, yeah, that was just an island there that we went on the other side of. Not a very interesting island, really. Come on, can I get a beach? We're starting to head up to the upper tier of the Esthar continent here, but maybe once we get on, we can travel. Alright, now we're starting to get to a different continent. Well, actually, this is still the Esthar continent, but as you can see, it's extremely filled with forests. This is crazy. Extremely foresty, plateauy continent here. Can I travel through here, please? Nope, not gonna let me. Alright, that's fine. The enclosed forest, let me see where it is on the map. Oh my god, that's not the south. That's the center continent still. Okay, I'm in the complete wrong place. This is my fault. That island that I just strafed by right there that you saw on the map for a second, that's actually... Wait, is this the island right here? What island is this? Let's check our menu. Oh, Milifueli Archipelago. Okay, this isn't the island. But that island right above us. Right there. Very, very important island. It looks very boring and plain and not important right now, but trust me, that's a pretty important island. Alright, so apparently this Esthar, or this continent way down here, that peninsula-like continent I was talking about, continent I was talking about, is actually not part of the center continent. Apparently it's part of Esthar, these guys think. The guys in the book, but I'm pretty sure it's Centra. Because it's not connected to the continent that Esthar is on, so as far as I'm concerned, you know. Whatever. Anyway, so let's head down there. Yeah, because actually I don't think there is any way to get on the Esthar continent besides that little islandy, foresty part that I was on. Whee! Okay, let's find a way on it. So it's on this thing, apparently, this island. That's a very important island right there. This is right off that desert. As you can see, there's a little cactus right there. And he's going to keep spawning and popping up there randomly. It's pretty weird. Guess we'll deal with that later. No way we can get onto that island, and we can't get onto this deserty one either. This is the part where we can get up and it's closed off. I actually think this is right by where the forest is, though. Yeah, I think the Chocobo Forest is right on the other side of this mountain. And I have encountered none on, so I'm going to get out. Yeah, as you can see, you could pop right through here. And let's change the camera, and I think the forest is right around here somewhere. Maybe right on the other side of this. There it is, yes, okay, so this is the enclosed forest, the final forest, the expert Chocobo Forest. So let's do it, folks. Let's do it to it. Alright, so here it is, the final Chocobo Forest, the most difficult one, the expert Chocobo Forest. Now, this place is kind of a doozy. It's got 5 spots. And, of course, the item spot. Chocobo's clue, if you pay for it, is collect on outer side, then go in. So, that would probably help you quite a bit. That means you've got to collect the spots on the outer side, and then hit the final one on the inside. Alright, so... yeah, there's basically, this solution is very, very precise. There's not really much things you can do, so you have to hit all the spots in the right order, so that's why this one's so difficult. Alright, so the first thing we have to do is hit the Choco Ziner at spot 1. Now, the thing that sucks about this place is a lot of the spots are really close, too. But spot 1, you go right up by this triangular grass thing in the back, and it's to the right of it, so let's use Choco Sonar, booyah, okay, that should be the right spot. I hope that's spot 1. Alright, and that should bring down 2 Chocobos, very nice, okay. Then we need to go to spot 2, which is directly below us. It's right by Chocobo's head, kind of, so... There we go, this one right here. I think this is... Oh, you know what? No, don't help me! No way, dude. Fuck off. I think that's spot 5, actually. Because spot 5 is really close to spot 2, so... Yeah, okay, I think this is spot 2. But I'm not sure, so let's hope it is. Okay, good, that was spot 2. Okay, so what spot 2 does is it brings another Chocobo down, but then it takes another one up. So now we've got a different pair of 2. Just go so now we just need to go straight through the order. So basically you just have to go in the order 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so now let's go to spot 3, which is across. It's the only one that's like over in this corner here, so it's hard to mess this up. There we go. Oops. So now let's Choco Zynar. And this should bring another one down. Alright, and now we should just keep bringing them down with 3 and 4, and then 5 should make them all but 1 go up. Alright, and 4 is like in the top right corner over here. There we go, that looks right. I should bring the 4th one down, booyah. And now we need to go into spot... Why did I not go on spot 2? Oh, I did. There's 2 spot 2s. Okay, yeah, apparently there's another spot 2. Instead of the one right behind Chocobo's head, there's another spot 2 down here, apparently, which is real weird. So there's 2 possible spots you could do. Anyway, spot 5 is right in the middle of all these guys. But right about here, actually. So let's see. I think this is it. Alright, so let's do it. And this should be the final catch. Alright, and that sends those 3 up, and this guy will stay. What's he doing? He's doing a little... Why did he go up? Okay, scares you there because he goes up, but then another one appears right here. Hey, there we go. And that is the final Chocobo Forest. Booyah, there's the mother Chocobo. But we still got to find the item. The item is in the top right here, up by item 5. There we go. Not by spot 5, spot 4, but it's in the corner behind this rock. So pretty easy one to find. Use it, and this should give us our final items. So we've gotten quite a buttload of items from this side quest. Now it's a little long, and the items aren't like super amazing. We are going to get more items, but it is worth it just because it's fun, and then you get to use Chocobos at any time you want. So we get a Meteor Stone, a Holy Stone, and of course the best one, the Ultima Stone. There you go. And with that, we've caught all the Chocobos in the game. Hey, the Chocobo gave you an item. Da 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 da. So now we need to head to the 7th forest. The 7th and final Chocobo Forest. Now you can go to this one at another time, but it's not going to have anything in it unless you've completed the forests. And for each forest you've completed, it will have one mother Chocobo there. But nothing's going to happen until we get all 6 there. So now we're going to head to it. Now it's a very secluded one, in fact, and it's so secluded that it is only possible to find, or to reach, with a Chocobo. So we're going to have to head to the nearest Chocobo garden, because there's only one Chocobo forest you can get a Chocobo from that can reach you to there. So let's get back in the garden. Get back in the garden. Alright, and now we're going to head up towards Trabia Garden, because we want to go to the Chocobo Forest that's north of Trabia Garden, because that's the only one that can reach this final Chocobo Forest, and it's known as the Chocobo Sanctuary, by the way, so this is where we're going to head right here. So let's just bring up our map, and we are going to head directly south. And that should take us right there. And here is where we will get our final rewards for the quest, which are better than the stones we've gotten. And, you know, the reward is ongoing, too, because then we can use the Chocobos all the time, and we're exposed to this amazing, awesome music, so it's really, really good. Alright, so it's past this little thing here. Now, is there a thing to get up anywhere near here? Now, the Chocobo Forest is over here to the right a little, but I don't know if there's a beach I can get up on over here anywhere. I might need to go all the way around. Better take a look around. Yeah, it's gonna be troublesome. It's the thing that sucks about coming in from the top. Ah, there's a beach. That beach! Oh, get on there, man. Alright, now we want to head back this way. Okay, I don't think I can make it past that mountain there without fun. Well, if I could, it would save quite a bit of time. Herzer Burger Derp! Oh, so close. So close. So close. I'm going to try one more time, just to see if that's even possible. It's definitely trying not to let me, but I will see if I can do it. Just for the sake of wanting to be able to do it. I'm on it. I really am, but it's not letting me. Okay, that's fine. It would have saved quite a bit of time to be able to do it that way, but no, we'll just do it the regular way. Alright, so we're going to have to go around these mountains here. I don't think we can go through. Yeah. Alright, so yeah, Trabia Garden's in that mountain range right there. We're going to go around to that, obviously. Around these snowy forests. And directly north. I'm going to try to ignore Trabia Garden. And it should be, here it is, alright. Okay, so let's turn our map's gonna actually need to stay on because this part is difficult navigating to the Chocobo Sanctuary. So let's save real quick. Yeah. Hour and 30 minutes this recording has been going on, this is crazy. So anyway, yeah, now when you go to save, once you beat the first Chocobo Forest and Chocobo tells you about the Pocket Station thing, now you'll see that Slot 1 and Slot 2 thing on the save part, the Chocobo Worlds. So now that's accessible if you wanted to get into it, but if you want to get into it, I'm not going to be able to tell you guys about it because I don't have a Pocket Station, and I don't have any means of getting one, so... Plus you need to have the original PlayStation to use that, which I don't think I have mine anymore. Anyway, let's just go into the Chocobo Forest here, and let's grab the Chocobo. So these Chocobos will be in here anytime you need to now, to just use at your leisure. Alright, so there's a little map in my book here which is very helpful, which tells me the route of getting there exactly to the Chocobo Sanctuary. Sucks too, because I'm going to need to come back for my stupid garden. Alright, so from the Chocobo Sanctuary, we're going to want to head due east, this way. And we're going to want to try to find some shallow water now. There's this little jutting peninsula out there that you'll see. I'm going to show you guys. We're not near it yet, but... Oh man, this camera angle. Alright, so you're going to see there's this giant electricity pit here, and that is what actually blocks you from getting to anywhere you need to go on the Esthar continent. So that's annoying. Alright, so here's this jutting peninsula. This is what you want to come to. Now, Chocobos just as in like FF7 and stuff, can travel on shallow water, but they can't travel on top of the ocean, obviously. So from where this peninsula is, this little penis peninsula, we're going to want to go over here and travel across this shallow water. This little pathway here. And this will lead us to that crazy continent right here, which was full of forests that we were actually on before, but we couldn't get to the part with the Chocobo Sanctuary. So here we are. Now once you get to this continent, you want to head due north through it. And the Chocobo Sanctuary it's a dome-like feature like all of the Chocobo Sanctuaries, but it's hidden in this giant forest, so it's pretty crazy now. Where is it? Towards the north, I think it is. It's up here somewhere. Possibly through this little piece right here. Nope, it's not. I went the wrong way. Oh, hey, look at that. My sea level still isn't going down even after all the fucking around I've been doing. Alright, maybe it's up this way. Can't even see our Chocobo. Isn't that amazing? Oh, here it is! We found it. This is the Chocobo Sanctuary, so let's go inside. The final Chocobo Forest, folks, which will end this side quest. And let's see what's going on in here. Oh, hey, Chocobo's here. What's up, dude? Chocobos from all over the world are here. Whoa, what a momentous occasion. That's right, all the mother Chocobos we have gathered and became friends with over the world, the entire Chocobo Forests, are now gathering here. Let's see what's going on. Oh, it's a little Chocobo. Oh, they're dancing for us. This is the music from the Squall and Rinoa dance, by the way, at Balamb Garden. And there they go, they're all gone. They went back to their respective forests. I'm a bit jealous. That's right, because we've befriended all the Chocobos. So this is the Chocobo Sanctuary. It's a beautiful place. No puzzles here, just here for the dance. And this little Chocobo, Chocobo, who's now our friend guy. And if we talk to him, he will give us our reward for all this. Are you going to give me something free? And he gives us the Chocobo Card. So all this, and our reward is a Chocobo Card, which is a very, very good card that we can use. Now, if you talk to him again, are you going to give me something? And he's going to give us some Geishaw greens. Now, you can also buy these from Chocoboy at 5 a piece, and he will give you them for 3,000 gil. So, what they do is Geishaw greens is you can use them in battle, and it will summon the Chocobo GF, and he will use an attack, and it's equal to a flare spell. So basically it just summons the Chocobo and he uses a flare spell on the enemy. So it's useful. I don't know how many this guy gives us here, but he's still 600 gil in exchange for giving us the Geishaw greens, which is worth it because, you know, that's how much each one Geishaw green costs, is 600 gil if you buy it somewhere. So it's really worth it. And there it goes. So now that we've gotten to the Chocobo Sanctuary, that's all we can really do. I think if you talk to that Chocobo some more, he'll give you more Geishaw greens and still more gil from you, but that's it for the Chocobo side quest. So this episode has gone on much longer than it needed to. Am I still into Chocobo now? No, I'm just as Squall now. No, there's no way we can get back as Squall, so let me see if there's a Chocobo here we can ride now, maybe. I think if you speak to Chocoboy here, he will give you a Chocobo to ride. Oh, he's not here, but I think we could just talk to the mother now and it'll let us ride it. Yeah, there we go. I don't know why Chocoboy's not here anymore. Or maybe he was and I didn't see him, I don't know. Alright, so now I'm just going to use the Chocobo to go back to the garden. But I'm actually just going to sit here to let this episode end on one of the best tracks in the game, Mods Day Chocobo. So I will see you guys next time. Peace out, everybody. Enjoy the music.